This is the Knights Armament KS-4. We got it in hand. I'm excited. Let's talk about it. So if you subscribe to the channel, you just saw we did a video on the SR-15 and is it worth the money? This is the SR-15 updated and maybe even reimagined, if you will. Let's talk about what they changed. They did address one of the cons that I mentioned in the last video. So let's talk about what they changed, what stayed the same, and I'm not gonna ask, is it worth the money this time? I'm gonna let you decide. Let's talk about all the things that make the KS-4 all the new hype on Gunbroker and everywhere else right now. All right, guys, so no reason to go into a bunch of long intros and shout outs, whatever. What makes the KS-4 different? What did Knights actually upgrade? The first thing that I wanna highlight is that the lower receiver is all one piece, kind of like my receivers. If you know me, I own Rostic Arms. Our lower receivers are all one piece. That's common in the gun industry. I love it that way. I absolutely hate installing that trigger guard, and that's what I'm referring to. The trigger guard is actually integrated into the lower receiver. I love that. I feel like all rifles should be that way. It only makes sense. While we're here, allegedly, Knights has a new 2-stage trigger in here that I am very curious to check out. So let's see what it does. There's the wall. Nice crisp break. Let's see about that reset. Put it so you guys can see. Yeah. I like that. That is a lot better than the trigger that was in the SR-15 that we reviewed on the channel last month. Definitely like that new 2-stage trigger. The next thing I want to highlight is the lower, since we're here, is actually full ambi, which is nice. Bolt lock, bolt release. Yeah, let's try that again. Bolt lock, bolt release. Yeah, it's actually full ambi, go figure. And that was one of my complaints in the last video, is that the bolt catch was, wasn't a catch. It was just a bolt release. So you still had to lock it from one side and then you could release it from this side. But now it's truly a full ambi lower, and that is dope. Moving right along to the handguard. This is the new URX-6 handguard. I do like the keyed handguard. However, I kind of was a fan of having the mounts in the handguard, not necessarily for functionality, but really just for aesthetics. I thought it looked better. But this is not an ugly rail by any means. I love Knights rails. I love all the curvature and, dare I say, architecture of the Handguardian plane. This shit looks good, man. I like the new handguard. I see they made it so it's easily accessible to get to your gas block. We're coming to the gas block too, because the gas system is new. But for the handguard, I'm definitely feeling the URX-6. It's also got a notch. Hopefully the camera will focus up on it, but it's also got a notch from the handguard to the upper receiver. Anti-rotation, super dope. And I believe that is new compared to the last ones, that at least the last SR-15 I had as well. This does have the advanced gas system, which is redesigned gas block and gas tube And I believe that was to help the gases or prevent gas from escaping up here. And there is that in all of its glory. This is not really the best way to show this to you guys. But yeah, new gas system. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of think that's it. Other than that, it is the Knights SR-15 we all know and love. Which brings me to the question of why and how and why are people paying $4,000 plus for this? I was just on Gun Broker. It's crazy what these joints are selling for. And I guess maybe people want them first. Maybe it's YouTubers like me who just want to have one in hand first. But I mean, the quality is there for the most part. Should we talk about cons of the KS-4? Let's talk about some things that I just wasn't impressed with out the box. Not really impressed with the fact of, I mean, the stack, okay. The grip, okay. And I know they know people are going to change them to whatever they want to. But still, think about $4,000 opening a box and seeing this shit. I'm sure lots of YouTubers have complained about that, and it's just my turn to complain about it. The other thing is it rattles. Like, it is not a tight lockup at all. Let me see if I can show y'all that. It's not a tight lockup at all between the upper and lower receiver. Not like I would expect for paying this kind of money, right? And I know all my Knights fanboys are gonna get to arguing, or I know I own a rifle company, so I know somebody's gonna start grabbing all my rifles and shaking uppers and lowers. I don't charge $4,000. And I definitely know hard lockups is tighter than that, but I don't charge $4,000. This is crazy to me that I don't want to sound like a hater, but y'all know I gotta be honest with y'all. This doesn't feel like $4,000. And if it shoots like a typical SR-15, like the one we just shot in our last video, I don't know that this is truly a $4,000 gun. So am I saying like, don't buy it? No. Because truth be told, I'll probably have one, right? But I'm definitely not breaking $4,000. Probably not close to it. But I definitely will get one. But if I'm honest with you, I just don't see it. It's got the stuff we love about Knights. I mean, it's the ambi charge and handle. I do like the new trigger. The new trigger is mid, right? But it's not, you're not shooting competitions with this. Like, this is a duty rifle. I think it's definitely a good trigger for a duty rifle. It's full ambi now, which I feel like for the money it takes to make it partially ambi, they should have just made it full ambi all along. We're not even gonna get to the fact that it comes with one PMag. It does include the rail and the QD mount for your sling. That was included in the box as well. But I don't know, man. I hope the Knights people don't come eat me up in the comments like the Staccato people when I had a bad experience with Staccato. Like, everything became, in the Staccato video, everything became about like my weight, my teeth, everything but the fact that I paid for a Staccato XC and my extractor was too tight and I couldn't feed a single magazine. I hope this is not that, because I am a fan of Knights Armament. As somebody who owns a rifle company, this is what I aspire to get to. But also as somebody who owns a rifle company, I find it hard to see the value. I think this is a solid $2,000 rifle all day. $2,500, sure. The $4,000 people are paying already is nuts. Then again, Knights is like the supreme of the gun world. They got that unobtainium factor, and you got to get it while you can get it, because in a minute you won't be able to get it. And that's just the way that game goes. And a lot of people, this may be their first Knights. Like if there's a surge of these on the market, they're going to buy into the hype because they've never been able to get one before. And so, you know, kudos to them. Good on them. Is this a good rifle? Yeah, I would say so. Solid. Oh, I forgot they updated the bolt too. But I mean, yes, reliability. I'm sure this bolt will now shoot. It'll go from a 20,000 round life to a 200 million round life. Like, I get it. $4,000 is crazy though. I was trying not to make this video about the price and just talk about the KS-4 because it does have a cool factor, bro. This is a cool rifle. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm conflicted. Knights has the branding, they have the hype. From a functionality standpoint, from a performance standpoint, I just don't know if this is the best rifle you can get. I'm not saying that mine is either. I make rifles. Let me get that out the way. My rifle company is for entry-level people. Entry to intermediate level shooters is who we make rifles for. We don't even play in that. Our most premium model is $15.99. Like, I'm not trying to compare myself in any way to what Knights Armament is built. I'm just looking at this KS-4 and I'm just wondering, why? Why $4,000? That being said, if you want to stay away from the NFA game or trying to make pistols and stuff, the KS-4 is the one you want. And that being said, we do have a KS-3 that's on the way to the channel for review. So that'll be that. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the Knights KS-4 in the comments below. And I'll catch y'all on the next video, man. Peace.